you're on the punchline with Kelly Pavlik and James Dominguez, and fucking Justin didn't hurry up and turn the cameras on because James just kissed me.
Are you filing charges on me?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna grind. You're gonna grind on. We're gonna grind.
It's like the BB gun incident. Oh hell!
Look at Kelly fucking up with the sound. Oh, so how was your trip? You went to Florida?
I did. It was nice.
Why'd you go there for? They want people
Billy.
to know.
Well, they don't have to know. They don't know. Half of them don't even know I was there.
Yeah, but now they do.
But no, it was nice. Billy had a little event for his gym. He has a nonprofit gym, and it was a lot of people showed up. And
Naples.
Yeah, Naples, Florida.
That's Billy Lyle. Had a big long pro career. Didn't he? Fought Chavez. You
know what's crazy? I get on some of these things. I'm not going to throw no names out. Everybody's always bringing up guys from Youngstown fighters and shit like that. The ones who didn't get a title. That's kind of like what they do.
Yeah.
But fucking Billy was the one that nobody fucking mentioned, and that kid probably fought more world champions
than anybody,
than all of them, and beat everybody's big names too.
Yeah, it's true.
But no, so it was nice. We did that, and then that was it. I came back yesterday. Had a lot going on, so I couldn't stay down there long.
Yeah. But, yeah. We had a lot of stuff going on in the boxing world today.
Yeah, we do.
Or this weekend, Ryan Garcia fought. Vostik. We got a little bit of fight Vostik. The kid, Rocky Hernandez.
Liam Smith.
Liam. And that, that goes to show the kind of monster that Canelo is. That guy, Liam, looked good last night, but Canelo turned him into looked like an amateur when Canelo got done with him.
Yeah. I didn't, and again on that, I didn't think Liam looked good last night. He fought a kid. He was just there. He got hit, believe it or not. Everybody hit fucking much in that fight as.
Oh, yeah, but he won the fight, kid.
Yeah, so I see the hard road for him at that weight, at 154. And
168.
Oh, wait, what fight? Where was that fight at? 60?
No, 68.
That was at 68, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, that was.
He won the title at
60, right? 68.
I thought it was
54. Yeah, I thought
it was 54 WBO.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just I don't know. He was there to be. He was there. He got hit a lot, but against the kid.
It's hard when they book the fights or they put these fights on ESPN and DAZN at the same time because I'm switching back and I'm switching between two apps. It's not like you're switching channels.
Them apps freeze and they pause.
Oh my God, DAZN is fucking awful for those freezing ass apps, and it's not. And you know why they do that, Justin? Why DAZN's freezing? Like, does it freeze on you?
It's there's a lot that plays into it between your internet access, their internet access, and how many people are watching.
Really?
It's all about bandwidth.
Dude, and now they're raising
multiple servers streaming stuff.
Now they're raising prices to $20 a month now.
They could fix it if they need to buffer more.
Yeah, because that's crazy. Because I'm behind.
The more you buffer, the more behind real time you are.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
Well, either or, I'm not complaining too much, but
no,
if they go up any more than 20, then it might be a little bitch coming.
My gosh, I don't. Yeah,
and that's the whole reason for the maps.
Or it's 20, or you could pay $100 for the whole year, or you can pay $20 a month.
Still, I mean, compared to the network and cables and shit like that.
No, yeah, but you're still limited on the fights. You know what I mean? You're still limited on, and I mean, I'm freezing and buffering on the whole fight. Yeah.
And a lot of times, because they rely on a lot of wireless, just like we rely on the wireless here.
Yeah.
If you got a bad signal, and when you're in a big stadium too, and you're relying on a wireless signal or a satellite signal, everybody's pulling the same bandwidth.
Sure.
AT&T hotspot, you got 50,000 people.
Did you ever think about working for them and fixing that shit? What are you eating?
What part? You want a bite?
A little bit.
You have a bite of my cookie.
You sure you don't want to go get something to eat after?
I have to pick up the dog.
They'll be there.
What?
Pick up the dog and come eat.
Yeah, but I have to leave her in the car.
Yeah, so what? She all right?
I'm not.
We're in the car.
Yeah.
Pete out there fucking breaking your.
It's 30 degrees out. It ain't that hot.
29 degrees. Yeah. So hey, we had the fights last night. How'd you think last night? Want to get into Ryan Garcia first?
Yeah, we can. Kool-Aid and Kayla, don't wear green with the green screen. Who's wearing green?
Nobody's wearing green.
Your hat, the G in your hat.
Oh, the triple G in the hat. Sorry. It looks cool. It looks kind of cool.
It does. Transparent.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia last night looked better than in my opinion, than he has.
He gets better. He's been getting better every fight. And I think it's a lot to the Reynosos making him better.
Mm-hmm. There's some things still I think, calling out to certain people he's calling out. Again, I'm going to say I think that, listen, he has a great opportunity to make a lot of money, and let Golden Boy market him the way that they're doing it, and just let them move him. And he'll be fine. He'll be a world champ. You know what I mean? Because the kid could fight. But some of the people he's calling out right now, I think just a little bit longer.
You might want to sit down on that. You might take a knee and set that play out. I think calling out Tank Davis is a mistake. For anything negative people says about Tank, you can't take away from the guy. The guy has power, and the guy can fight.
Yeah.
And he is a lot bigger than a junior lightweight. And I think Ryan Garcia bite off more than he could chew.
And about Gervonta is Gervonta comes to fight. Like he comes, he's not a pretty boy where he dances around the ring or moves and just tries to pick you apart. Gervonta comes and brings the fight to you. He comes to take you out, and that's another thing. But we'll get to that.
The one thing that I seem like Gervonta hasn't really improved on is he still has that chin straight up in the air. He fights stiff, and he's fast. He's naturally fast, but he fights straight up, and he does. And people say he's sitting down on his punches. I don't see him sitting down on punches. Mm-hmm. I don't see him sitting down.
He raises up on his toes, and he brings that chin in the air,
and he admires his work.
He does.
And what's going to happen when you have a guy like Gervonta throws that nasty ass left hook when you're admiring your work?
Mm-hmm. And he's strong. He's more solid. He fights more to the ground, too.
Exactly.
And he comes and he fires them shots with speed and power, and for him to really hurt.
Yeah.
Swarm wants to know what you guys think, or what you would think about McGregor retirement.
God bless him. Do I think it's going to last? No, I don't think it's going to last. But hey, he earned $100 million. Yeah. They said he has a career earnings of like $155 million. Hey.
They say any more about this sexual assault charges in Ireland?
I haven't heard anything. But, I heard his whiskey's doing well. His whiskey and some commercials he's doing. And hey, you know what? If the guy retires, we never hear from him again.
He's got more money than any UFC fighter
ever.
If you can't retire with a 155 or 150 million or 80 million or 70 million or 10 million or even 7 million.
The thing is,
6 million.
The thing is that, but we know as well with these guys are athletes, and they're always going to get that itch where they think they can keep doing it, and I don't know, I don't think there's much left for Conor left in the sport. There's some good fights for him, but maybe I don't know, maybe Justin agrees or disagrees, but I think that other fighters are seeing how to beat Conor McGregor. He's not as indestructible as he was.
No,
and he's scared too. I think. He knows.
There are guys who figured him out.
Up his image. It's only going to damage his image.
If he keeps fighting,
If you stand,
he's got to be that. He's going to be that guy that's going to.
Because everybody's going to be wanting that Ukrainian, or what was Khabib?
Khabib is Russian.
Everybody's going to start wanting that Russian vodka because then they're whooping ass.
I think if you can withstand the onslaught from a guy like Conor, who does have one punch knockout power, there's no way to deny that dude can crack. But if you can get through that and you can put him on his back, you have a great shot of winning a fight.
You got we got two things here. Chris Hardy, Garcia needs to go up one more level before Tank Shirley. Absolutely, I agree with you, Chris Hardy. And David goes, how have the Ronaldos improved Garcia's game?
Defense. I can see his defense. When you have an opponent
he's settled down but moves more.
You had an opponent last 7 punches on him. Do you know what I mean? In 7 punches in a round and a half in a round is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see it. I can see a lot of things that Canelo's doing that Ryan's working on. I'm not saying Ryan's on Canelo's level. I'm just saying they're working on the same type of things. You can see that they're together in the gym training, and Ryan's watching what Canelo's doing.
Mm-hmm. What I was trying to say is, I think he looked to me in this last fight that he moves more, but he's also like he's fighting a professional style a little bit more. He's not so much up on his feet and toes as he was, and he's not really amateurish like he loved before.
I think he needs.
He's definitely improving.
I think I think right now the biggest problem with Ryan Garcia is he's not focused on boxing. That's not his number one. What you need to be as a prospect or even a young contender. I think you need to be focused on your sport, not posing for Teen Beat magazine and fucking what is the other shit, Vogue. Teenage Vogue, and he's modeling for these things, and he has his own YouTube show.
But that's what's going to be. That's what's going to get him. He's like the De La Hoya.
Oh yeah, it is. But
that's because he may not be the guy like Javante or Lomachenko that's going to solely get there on his talent and beat some of them guys. So that's going to be the way they're going to market him into world titles.
But the thing is this: well, De La Hoya was already a proven star. By that, he was already proven himself when he got that stuff. Do you know what I mean? De La Hoya just didn't go into Team Beat magazine. De La Hoya was a '92 Olympic gold medalist. He already had a world championship in his 10th or 11th pro fight against Jimmy Bredal. You know, he already won. Yeah. So he went. You know, he was already proven. And I don't know. I think maybe.
Well, that's where I'm going on. Yeah, Oscar De La Hoya was proven. He showed it in the amateurs. This kid, they're marketing. Hey, let him get out there and get those 5 million fucking views on Instagram and to get the money behind him. That's how they're gonna make their money off of this kid.
Slavin said, nice tattoo, James. Do they have a special meaning if it's a secret? No, they really don't secret meaning. They're just things that I liked. I really don't have any secret meanings to any of the tattoos. They're kind of just space fillers, you know what I mean?
Jake Miller said he had the perfect career for, I think he's talking about Connor.
Yeah.
Combat athlete in terms of health. He could retire. Yes, he can, Jake. He's good, doing good. Arno Young, hey guys, you easily have the best boxing show around right now. How did you think? Thank you, we appreciate that. Lipinets looked against Lamont, and what's next for him?
You go ahead.
I think Lipinets looked good. Fought a really good fight. He's a strong guy. Listen, Lipinets type fighter that he's going to get hit, he's going to take shots, and that's going to be the reason he loses, and it could be the reason that he wins. He's strong though, and he makes you pay for, you wear the punches that he lands on you. So he's a test for anybody.
I can't even add to that. I agree with everything you just said, and normally I don't agree with everything you say, but this time,
I don't agree with what you
anything
say.
I say.
I don't.
Fuck.
I'm like the Tommy Cordell.
I want to show you something. Hold on, I'm going to leave the show. I got a picture. Go ahead. But anyway. Let's get back to Ryan Garcia. What do you think's out there for Ryan Garcia? Where would you, if you were managing Ryan, where would you want him to go? And everybody else chime in on this. If you guys were managing Ryan, what would you want to see him do?
I would take a couple more of these fights that he just had.
Yeah.
I would, one or two more. I mean, obviously you're going to have to eventually amend against somebody, but right now, I'd give him one or two more of these fights. Or you possibly can. I don't know. I don't know what you do with him.
You really can't argue that,
Damon says, how about the zone undercard? What do you think about Golden Boy's new talent?
The thing is, they put them up, but they don't put them up enough. You know what I mean? They have so much talent. They don't put everybody in all the time, and that's crazy because you don't get enough exposure. I don't see enough exposure for them.
It's hard, like we were talking. It's hard with the Zone and ESPN Plus, these fights being on at the same time. Oh, you gay!
I took a picture of a yellow Volkswagen and hit it. Hey, that's Hey, that's some next level shit, isn't it? Right there.
That'll be the YouTube moment. Though. Kelly just goes.
But no, that's some next level shit. You take a picture of a Volkswagen to Slugbug Kelly. And that's going to be there waiting for you every time.
So go ahead.
He's the baby.
Well, I got something here.
I'm not looking.
What are those?
Ooh.
And there's a yellow one.
Oh, you fucker. Fucker. Ow.
That's what I showed him.
Fuck. Did Michigan State just beat Duke?
Did they?
Shit.
I think so.
Yeah, give me back.
The game for early today. There's no like.
What should I hit?
But guys.
We had a little bit of break time on that. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that I think Ryan Garcia needs to chill out on Javante talk. I don't even think Ryan Garcia is as good as Teofimo Lopez or even Virgil Ortiz Jr. I don't see it. I think Devin Haney's better. I think that there's guys that are better than Ryan Garcia. And I'm not saying nothing bad about Ryan because Ryan came on the show. He's a nice kid, but
he is. I like Ryan. I want to see Ryan win a world title, but again, I think Golden Boy is going to move him the right way.
Well, Hey Ryan, I think that's what Golden Boy's good at. I think Top Rank might be the best at moving fighters,
Absolutely.
but I think Golden Boy might be second, moving fighters. But you know what? PBC is doing a hell of a job moving fighters as well. So
a lot of these guys are. I mean, they're making fights. Julian Slowwater says, last night Philly card was not too good. Ray Robinson may have been robbed. The fight was not pleasing in my opinion. What did you think?
Last night it was Marim or one of Roger's old fighters. Remember I talked to you?
Oh, I seen that fight. Yeah.
Ascar yeah. Hey.
Yeah, I think it could have went the other way by a round.
No, but like I was saying, I think Teofimo and Virgil Ortiz is head and shoulders, and Devin Haney are head and shoulders above any of the prospects out there. I think I would have Shakur Stevenson up there too. Shakur,
absolutely,
these kids are monsters, and I don't know. I'm not saying Ryan Garcia is not going to be great. I'm not going to say he's not going to be good. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I think he's like Michael Conlan. I said that before. Michael Conlan hasn't progressed as quick as the rest of them, and I think Ryan Garcia might be just a little bit ahead.
He is, but he's bringing buzz because of the social
other things,
media.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
having 1 million followers on Instagram.
Ricky Palick says Burchelt. Arno says, how about Cash Ali biting David Price? I seen that. That was funny. That Price, man, what? He's a guy to talk about shutting off the light switch after fourth round,
right? Let's talk about Vostik. Vostik and then his opponent, the African kid, he had a leg injury and they stopped the fight.
Jesus.
But you know the thing is this.
Your post.
People.
Damon's.
Oh, I know, but people tend to see like, oh, Vostik's boring. That's what you're gonna get of Ukrainian fighters and Russian fighters. They're there to work. They're not there to please you or the crowd. That's what they get.
And they change.
He won the fucking fight, and he was gonna win the fight. He had every round easily. And from what I've seen, this African kid, people are saying he faked an injury. This kid's never faked an injury before. No. He was hurt. I mean, something happened, and there he got hurt.
Yeah, and because it wasn't that bad. Like he wasn't out on his feet or anything where he faked that. Shit happens, man. In boxing, it just takes that. Same as basketball. One turn, anything can happen. I mean, you're moving around, you're bouncing around on those muscles and tendons.
I've rolled ankles in there, haven't you?
I did actually. My last training camp with Garcia. Yeah. I rolled my fucking ankle so hard. Actually, in the fight, you could see the tape. Yeah. I had tape around it, and I never had tape. Was it all
bruised up on the side and shit?
Oh, dude, it hurt, man. I went to the Brzezinski fight with it, but
you remember when Pacquiao hit Bradley? Remember, and it sprained both of his ankles.
Yeah.
Fuck. Ryan says Ryan Garcia, is he good for boxing, bridging a gap? Absolutely, he's good for boxing. He brings a new fan base, and that wasn't there.
He is. He's bringing it back. Yeah, he's crossing it over. David goes, guys, what about Ryan Garcia versus Easter Jr.? I think that's a good test for Garcia.
I think Easter might be a little too experienced at this level. That's a world
but
champ.
Easter's a beatable guy. I mean,
yeah,
I think that's a
big
fight.
Fucking guy.
That's the fight though, where you could say now at this point,
yeah,
maybe even maybe one more fight for him before you put him in with a tank. Give him another fight like this one. Put him against the Easter Jr. because if you don't beat an Easter Jr. though, because we're talking about experience, but this goes back to the part with Lomachenko, where everybody says, "Oh, everybody could do it."
If they could, they would do it.
If they could, they would.
I'm not going to argue. I'm just saying. I think Easter. I think Easter's a really good fighter still. I think he is a good fighter. He can punch.
What's up, Jeffrey?
There's some things that Ryan needs to work on if he's going to fight a guy like Easter. Because that head up in the air, that chin in there scares me.
Yeah, there's a lot of things, but I think that's the safer road to get him the experience.
Than the other two lightweights available, Mikey and Lomachenko.
Yeah, right.
Good point.
So,
touche on that one, right?
I mean, Julian Slowwater says Vostik versus...
I do too, Oliver. I think the same thing.
Sergey Kovalev should be next, but I don't think Vostik's getting the W. I see him getting stopped. What do you two think?
I don't see that. I think Vostik's a far better fighter than Sergey Kovalev.
And Vostik's big. A guy like that, I guess, a older Kovalev right now. I mean, it's not out of question for Kovalev to win the fight. But I would lean towards Vostik.
You know, my thing is this, Kelly, and I've said it before. I've been in camp with Kovalev twice. I've been in camp, and with Kovalev, and even Roger will tell you, Roger Romo, who helped train him, you don't know what you're going to get with Kovalev. He is the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde of boxing. He was like what Roberto Grano was. You don't know who you were going to get. You were going to get this guy that was going to come in and box with Kovalev, come in and box awesome and be in shape. Or you're going to get the guy that came into camp at 230 fucking pounds drinking vodka, smoking cigarettes, and not giving a fuck.
Well, but that's the whole thing because the last fight was supposed to be the fight where he was slacking off again, and he looked
great.
He was in phenomenal
but
shape.
I'm saying that would you
the fight that he was in great shape, he
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde though. Would you want to go into camp with? Would you want to bet?
No,
on
that's
that
what
dude?
I'm saying. But that's why I'm saying it's hard to pick what he's going to do and go against Kovalev because he comes out of fucking nowhere and shocks you with it.
But my thing is this: I would rather go with a safe bet like Vostek, who I know who's always in shape, and he's not gonna give you he's not gonna excite you. He's not gonna give you this crazy performance, but he's gonna do what he needs to do to win.
Yeah, Jeffrey says, dude, who is it? Doo wasn't faking it. He wasn't winning, but he was trying and having moderate success. He was hurt. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think. I mean, again, you'll never really know. Yeah. But I don't think he was faking. I mean, anything can happen in that ring. It just takes a little bit.
Ryan says, Buddy has soothed Kovalev's troubles. No. You can't. You can cover a piece of shit with chocolate all day and still the day is a piece of shit. I don't give a fuck. You ain't soothing nothing with Kovalev. Kovalev is always who Kovalev's going to be.
All right, Damon, good question. Damon, he always puts good questions out. He says, who has brought the most new fans and new money to boxing since Floyd's retirement? Canelo, Spence, Bud, Loma, Triple G. And he put Spence again, but so we know that. Canelo, Spence, Bud, Loma, Triple G.
I would have to say it's between Canelo and Bud.
I have to say that too. Especially with Bud being an American fighter and becoming the undisputed champion, the first to do that.
I would say Spence's name just started to get recognized now. After this fight with Mikey, you hear more about Spence. And I'm not taking away from him because the kid's amazing.
A lot of people know Triple G too, though, because of the power.
Oh yeah.
And especially obviously fighting Canelo helped.
And all these guys I think bring something in, add something. Canelo, you're not going to get a lot of the American fans. You're not going to get too much out of them. On the West Coast in Mexico and the South American countries, you have Canelo. But Bud has brought a whole new fan base from the Midwestern states and Ohio and Nebraska and Iowa and places that not Ohio, not counting, but like Iowa and Nebraska. Those aren't boxing states. No. And he brought a whole new fan base out of them.
He is, and if you let him keep fighting there, you're just going to see it more. Swerm, you got another UFC one.
But you're right. He is arguably the one to beat Ward. But what I'm saying, Slavin, is which one is he going to get? Are we going to get Kovalev 1 and Ward 1 or Ward and Kovalev 2?
You want to answer that one?
What does it say? Thoughts on... Yeah, the contender for WC welterweight title. He looked great last night against Barboza. If not him, who do you feel is a legit threat? Shit. With Khabib? Oh, man. What do you think? Who's a legit threat to Khabib? I don't see too many out there. 170? I mean, I don't see a really legit...
Kovalev.
I don't see a legit threat to a guy like Khabib because he can stand and fight, and his wrestling is amazing, and his grappling has got his jiu-jitsu has gotten much better. So I mean,
Damon.
Would be fun to watch, but I think Khabib's gonna
Khabib's just like a mixed martial arts Ivan Drago. If he dies, he dies. You know what I mean? That's it.
Not even following, but you can see he's good at a lot of things.
Melissa
he's
said
just not
agree.
Strong in one area.
Melissa said agree. Canelo needs to speak English. You know what? I can see Canelo's learning English. Last night they spoke to him in English and he answered in Spanish. Yeah. But he's understanding English. It's coming,
David said meant to put Wilder too. I think Fury actually attracts more than Wilder.
Oh God, Fury has all of Europe. You know. The thing is this. I'm not saying anything bad, but American boxing fans are shit. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, guys, but you're some fickle motherfuckers. We are some fickle motherfuckers. You guys, us. I'm saying me as an us, you and us. But we will get on a train, and everybody said what a great fighter Mikey Garcia was. Mikey loses a fight. Now he's a D- fighter, and he's overrated, and he was shit the whole time. You some fickle motherfuckers, man.
And they do it with everybody. And you take the Mikey, a fight at the magnitude of Mikey and Spence. Yeah. And you got 50-some thousand, barely got less than 50,000 people. Okay? Yeah. You take that fight with that same magnitude put over in England, you're getting 150,000 people in the arena. Yeah. I mean, it's not even an argument. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So there is a big difference.
I agree. I agree with that. And I just see you know what? It's funny. Well, on the same token, 3 fights ago, Ryan Garcia was a bust. He was a piece of shit. Now he's going to be fighting for a world title anytime soon. These fans have him as the greatest thing out there. You know, they're so fickle. You know, and I think, and it's not their fault, but I think boxing fans are emotional. They do things on their emotions. Same with MMA fans. They tend to go on their emotions, how they feel. You know what? I can't even make a motherfucking sorry, I'm not going to say that today, but a motherfucking post on there without people arguing about everything you post on the Punchline page. You know what I mean?
I know.
I had one.
That's why I don't even look at the fucking page.
Dude, I posted on Canelo.
Besides, a cool guy today, I got the invite for the Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame.
Hi, Lori.
Let me get this one.
Go ahead, yeah.
Americans don't back their fighters who lose people from other countries. Yeah, we know that. I agree with you. Damon, a good one. He goes, what about Smith versus Eggington? Liam Smith looked damn good. What does he say about Canelo?
He looked okay.
Yeah, Damon, see, I don't think he looked damn good. He looked like he got hit with a lot of shots, and he's right there. I think it's a bad weight class. What does it say for Canelo? Well, with a guy like Canelo, it was hitting a punching bag.
Yeah.
Canelo was able to work on his combos. Anybody really can with Liam Smith. I mean, he's there to be hit. He's a tough son of a bitch. I like watching a fight because he comes to fight, but I really can't say much more than that.
No, and another thing too, like I was just talking about too, was I'll make a page. I made on the Punchline page, which I don't post a lot. You know, that's usually Simon and Damon and their realm. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I posted on there about Canelo, and I said on there, and on the comment I said about Canelo, I said his combination punching is on another level, which I feel it is another level. You don't see it very much. And right away, I get this thing saying, oh, you fucking don't know what you're talking about. He don't have any punching like Roberto Duran or Julio Cesar Chavez. Whoa, that's not what the fuck I said. I said his
But he does.
He does. and then I say, well, look, since you love Chavez so much, and I love Chavez, he's one of my favorite fighters, but let's be real about Julio Cesar Chavez. He was 73-0, and he was fighting guys that were 0-1-0. I
understand that.
And I said, so don't sit there and feed me that bullshit that he was on another level that Canelo's not on. You know what I mean?
And Canelo throws better combinations than they did. Them guys were the old school, walk you back, come in, bob and weave. They were vicious vicious, but they were notorious for going to the body, and they led with the body a lot. Canelo throws punches and brings you up, and you never know when that punch is going to the body. Yeah. He does phenomenal with it.
And you know, we're being getting a lot of these things here. Like Loma needs to learn English. Why? Why do these fighters have to learn English? They work here. They don't live here. Yeah. Why? You think it's not going to market them any better if they speak English or not? Loma speaks English well enough. I mean, if we've talked to Loma. Yeah. We have spoke to Loma, and we didn't have trouble understanding you.
Your own guys who speak English can't get people to fucking come to the fights. So what is it? What's the difference? I don't understand.
I will guarantee you this: Loma fights in Ukraine. He gets 100,000 people there in a soccer stadium.
Absolutely. I mean that's the difference. But
Donovan said boxing fans are the worst. Talking about wanting this fight or that fight to be made, yet cry online about an illegal stream or about an illegal stream of the fight, complaining about paying $10 for the zone. He's right.
True, though.
He's absolutely right.
It is.
And you know, but the thing is this:
cheap motherfuckers, man.
Well, the thing is this.
It really is.
Really, the thing is this: we will post. Like, and you know, I'm on my thing about posting, but I posted, okay, and I'm going to go into this. We had some inside information from Joe Goosen, which is really rare because, you know, Joe doesn't interview. Joe doesn't talk a lot. You know Joe, right? You know how he is.
I don't know him well.
No, but you know how he is with information.
I've met
you know,
him maybe
a dozen times.
No? Probably once.
Joe Goosen?
Yeah.
You saw
fucking with you.
He's I was like, he's fucking fucked up. But no, if you know Joe Goosen, he doesn't give a lot of inside information. So we were like, okay, Sean Porter wanted the fight with Errol Spence. Lipinets was moved from is the number 2 ranked contender in the WBC. So how this works is, Kelly, stop me if I'm wrong, because I might be off on this. But that contender, that fight's going to be made. If you have to put a step aside payment in before that fight's made, before it goes to a purse bid or somebody picks up that purse. So Sean Porter can say, look, I don't want to fight Lipinets. I want the fight with Errol Spence. So he'll take $150,000 cash for tax purposes and put it in a bag and give it to Lipinets. And then when the WBC says we want to make this fight, you say, no, I'm going to step aside and just take my 3rd ranked guy or 4th ranked guy. I'm not going to take the world champion. I'm going to step aside for the next fight.
I don't think it's tax reasons,
but they do it for tax reasons. The cash A lot of times it's tax.
They don't write tax. Listen, I gotta explain that because everything is not a tax write-off.
No, but they do it for their own tax purposes.
Tax. When you said it, when we were talking about like the nonprofits.
Yeah.
Guys that got a shitload of money, their donations that are tax write-offs go to, like when Canelo bought all those Lamborghinis. That's not a fine. Uncle Sam's not going to sit there and say, you know what, you bought 10 Lamborghinis. I'm going to give you a nice big cut in your pay. No.
But what if he writes? He writes it, but he wrote them off as gifts. All 5 of them are
well,
gifts, right?
They're going to say, well, you know what, you got money.
When you get something, it's really like you're getting 38% of it back.
Okay, but 38% is better than.
But still, because
38%
I know this. I wrote a lot
million is a lot.
No.
You can only give so much to certain people.
And Uncle Sam's also going to really say, like, you got money to buy your fucking teammates 10 fucking Lamborghinis. You got money to pay pay these taxes that we're going to hit you with. Now, where you get them at is these millionaires and billionaires, they donate to like nonprofits and big time charities. Yeah. That's where they're getting the tax write-offs. It's not, I'm going to put $150,000 away and give this guy that. Uncle Sam will say, "Motherfucker, give us $150,000 then."
Well, we know that they've been doing. We've been knowing that they've been doing step asides for years on payments.
Yeah, they do.
The thing is this: I share the information on the page. I step up on the page, and like say, and all of a sudden they start arguing about it. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, what the fuck? You tell them that they're like, well, Errol Spence and Sean Porter's not even made. Of course, it's not made.
They do it all the time.
It opens the fucking door for that fight to be made.
Like you said, it's coming right from. Even sometimes you still got to. You don't know the truth because Goose may not be able to tell it. But
if he's
anybody
there with Lipinets when he gets the money,
and he's a promoter
and he's a trainer.
Exactly. So if he's telling you, motherfuckers will still argue that with you. I don't.
And he's his promoter and his trainer because he works for Goose and Tudor Promotions, and his niece is the president CEO, Brittany of Goose and Tudor.
I'm gonna tap these before we run out. Jeffrey says, "What's your guys' thoughts on Crawford versus Khan? Have you ever Crawford? But you better not sleep on Khan." Listen, Jeffrey, I agree. I think that fight. I think if it goes decision, it's going to be a close one. I think Crawford's a fantastic fighter. The best out there, but Khan is just hard because I've never seen Khan really get beat up unless he got knocked out.
Yeah, I've never seen Khan outboxed.
Mm-hmm. Emilio X heard about David Lemieux versus John Ryder at 168 co-main event on the Canelo Jacobs card. Will Lemieux's power still be there at 68? He's a great puncher and mostly explosive.
I'm not worried about his power. I'm worried about his timing. His timing's not there.
Lemieux to me is one of them guys, man. That motherfucker can't do no wrong either. Like, everybody still thinks that he's this great fighter and kisses his ass, and he's been beaten.
Sullivan beat him to a fuck.
Sullivan beat him to a pulp. Who else? Triple G beat him to a pulp.
No, Lemieux beat Sullivan, right?
The guy who I knocked out fucking stopped him, Rubio.
Rubio fucked him, but Rubio
was the first one to knock him out.
He was a legit world champ, though.
Yeah,
Rubio, wasn't he?
Yeah, Lemieux was 25-0 with 25 knockouts, and when Rubio beat him. Yeah. I mean, so I don't know. I'm kind of over the guy. I mean, maybe it's a little animosity. Fuck it though. I'll be honest. I'll be straightforward with you. I mean, like he can't do. He can go get knocked out every fight. And everybody thinks he's fucking great.
Well, you know what they say: a little bit of white makes a lot of green.
Yeah,
it's true.
Emilio X, heard about Damon. Canelo does a Chavez-ish double left hook to the body, overhand right. Same weave and slip to Canelo put his hands on his own twist on it.
Canelo does shit. I'm not the biggest Canelo fan, but I recognize what he does is different. Bro. I recognize what he does is different than other fighters. The way he throws his combination is so unorthodox than what we're taught, and I like it.
Yep. If Errol Spence Jr. challenged Triple G at 160 and both agree, who would win and how?
Okay, guys, the same thing that you guys all bitched about Mikey fighting Errol Spence because of size is the same thing with Triple G. What changes? Right? What changes? You can't go back and say, hey, Mikey moved Errol Spence, it's going to be a mismatch of weight, but now we're going to move him to 160 and expect a different outcome.
You'll get people to argue that.
Oh, because Errol Spence is different?
Yep.
And they're saying,
people
are saying Errol Spence would beat the fuck out of Canelo.
All the boxing groups.
Errol Spence beats the fuck out of Canelo. In what universe does that happen?
I would love for that if that ever happened. Same fucking birds we chirp in a different tune.
Oh yeah, the same. The same birds. Mikey's too small and one-dimensional, and then Errol Spence moves up to Canelo, and he's going to knock Canelo out.
And then a handful of them said, "Don't even make that an excuse." Mikey went to that weight class and he fought it that way.
And he's right. He did.
Yeah,
he fucking did.
But I'm just saying. But if believe me, it would be. It'd be totally different.
I would love to see Spence fight Hurd. Oh, you know what? Let me tell you what. Hurd is not a regular junior middleweight. Hurd is a 200-pound man that drains himself to 54. Hurd is a fucking animal, man. Hurd is big.
The only thing I think if Hurd goes to middleweight,
he'll be best with guys his own size then.
Yeah, and that's not good. His style is not going to be as dominant as it was at junior middleweight.
It says, Greg said, the only difference is that Triple G is aging and Spence is still getting better. But I think Triple G, you know what? The last thing to go on any fighter is power. That's anything. Speed will go, timing will go, footwork's going to go, but power is always going to be there. Ask Michael Moore against George Foreman.
Yeah, Dan goes, Kelly, didn't you go up 2 weight classes? Yeah, but nobody cares.
Nobody gives a fuck that you fought Bernard at 175, right?
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about me going up 2 weight classes.
They don't even take that into account.
Matter of fact, yeah, they mentioned like there's 2 fights that we know of that a guy went up 2 weight classes, and my name wasn't one of them. Maybe because it was a catch weight. I don't know, but it was still considered light heavyweight.
Jaime says Caleb Plant versus Benavidez. I got Benavidez, man.
Ricky says Ricky Pavlik says I can't pronounce Ajagba and Daniel Dubois will rule the heavyweight division by the end of next year.
Maybe
they may. I don't see these guys.
Yeah,
Hurd takes too many shots. Going to shorten his career. Well, you get away with it right now. It's not that bad. Yeah, nobody's really hurting him.
What do you got? Caleb Plant versus Benavidez.
I like Caleb Plant.
I do too.
I think he's a good kid.
I do too.
But I got to go with Benavidez.
Benavidez is just one of those guys that's special. And I think the only guy that can give Benavidez problems right now is Bivol at 68. Give him problems.
Well, Bivol's a different animal too, though.
Yeah, but I mean, he can give him problems.
Yeah.
But other than that, Benavidez is just a different breed of animal. Different breed of cat altogether.
And you want to talk about somebody looking better and better. That's Benavidez. He's looking great.
Greg says, is Mikey going to have trouble going back down in weight? I don't see why he would.
No, Mikey does the right things. Mikey keeps himself in shape all the time. Mikey's
only 10 pounds. Mike only weighed in 10 pounds above lightweight division.
Yeah, he'll be fine. So,
you guys see the post for Mythical Fighters and Matches made on Facebook? Kelly Pavlik versus Winky Wright. Everyone had you winning, Kelly. No, I don't see him. Do you?
Here and there, I'll see him on certain boxing groups.
Yeah, Ryan freaks into that.
Yeah, that'd be cool though. Lemieux versus Eubanks Jr. Who wins and how?
Amanda's watching you guys from Cancun. Have a good time there.
Cancun.
Why we're getting snowed in over here, right?
Who will own 168? Canelo, Benavidez, Zurdo, Bivol, Plant.
Bivol.
I gotta go right now with Bivol and Benavidez also. Hey, listen, Canelo. I don't think when you put Canelo in against the guys. Hey, you know how it goes. I think that you got fighters out there that are just fantastic and can keep moving up.
Yeah.
But listen, it comes. Reality sets in once in a while, and at a certain point, like where some people bite off more than they could chew. Canelo was great for 154, and I think that he'll fall into his own at 160 because he's just that good. 168, when you're talking about guys coming down from light heavyweight that was dominating, and you're talking about guys like Benavidez at 168, who's 6'2.5", and fast and can punch and can hit, and been fighting at 168, and actually coming down from heavyweight through the amateurs. Listen, no, Canelo I don't think stands a chance at 168 with those guys. I'm sorry.
Alat said, "Damn, Ghost, you put on some weight, boy." I don't think you put on. It looks like you're losing.
Oh, I don't know.
It looks like you're getting leaner, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm coming down.
Yeah, you're coming down.
Is that what do you mean by weight?
I think maybe you put on muscle weight. Hopefully.
Who said that?
Alat Deacine.
Alat, come on, man. What do you mean? Wait, I mean the table comes up to my chest, so he's got to be talking about muscle, right?
Yeah, muscle.
Muscle, okay.
It has to be, right? I had a shoulder day today myself. 3 hours of shoulders today.
Looks great.
3 hours of shoulders, man.
Ugh.
What? Now, if I could get the gear to go with it, shit.
Yeah.
I need a hookup, Justin.
Call B-ball or somebody.
Leaner might mean you look more cut. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, thanks, man.
Dude, you're getting jacked. That's what he means. You're getting muscular.
Sweet.
He is, Alec. He really is. What's the next fight you guys attending
natural.
on the East Coast? Donovan,
Make me blush.
Donovan, so what's the next fight you guys attending on the East Coast? Which one will that be? What fight are we? Crawford Con, right?
Yeah.
Crawford Con is the next fight we're going to, April 20th. That's if our fantastic publicist put in our credentials.
Please put in credentials for me.
I told her.
Yeah, we told her. Yeah.
So I have to beg Sienna.
All you got to do is you have her email you too.
Julian goes, Mr. Palick, you would have Canelo's number. Mr.
He's
Dominguez,
small.
what do you think?
I think Canelo's small.
Yeah.
And he's a small middleweight. And you're trying to put me on the spot. I'm sitting 3 inches from this fucking dude. If I say anything wrong, I could get hit. No, I think, honestly, I'm not saying it because Kelly's my buddy. I'm just saying I think Canelo's a little small. And I think in the same boat, Triple G was small. I think if Kelly could take the onslaught that Triple G gave back, I don't think Triple G could take what was coming to him. And the same with Canelo. I think if Kelly could maybe some of Canelo's boxing would give Kelly problems in the early rounds. I think Kelly would start walking him down eventually.
Because he didn't box like,
No.
you know.
I think.
I don't even think, you know, we could go on the Martinez thing again, but we've seen that wasn't an issue in the middle rounds. But it is what it is, and they'd be great fights. I mean, fuck it.
Would you guys ever guess Pacquiao on the show? Hell yeah, I love him. Yeah, I love Manny Pacquiao, man.
Join thinks that I would have Canelo's number. Damon.
Ryan says no. Canelo would beat you. Ryan says love you. Canelo's a monster.
Damon.
Slavic, get the fuck out of here. No way. Okay. Well, that's the thing, guys.
What happened?
I think Slavic disagrees with me that you couldn't beat Canelo or Triple G or whatever. It don't matter.
Cool.
That's fine.
That's what it's for, man.
That's what it's for. Yeah.
That's what the conversation is about. Damon goes, guys, if Cardi B drugged and robbed James, what would you do to Cardi B?
Nothing. I'd be happy. She gave some pussy up before it, right?
If she let us, the punchline, if she let us video it and post it on YouTube, I would give her props.
Hey, you know what'd be funny? I'd be like, Justin.
You're like, pussy, read it.
I'd say, Justin, I got bad news.
Would you try to hit it?
Yeah. I would call Justin. I say, Justin, I need to borrow $150. Cardi B robbed me for the 6th time this week.
Video of hers on Instagram.
Yeah, Cardi B tried. Slava says, I think Kelly would beat Canelo, but no, he tried to rob me. She robbed me for the 6th time this week.
I agree, Mr. Dominguez. These middleweights today look so much smaller compared to the middleweights of the early 2000s. They are smaller.
Slava says, I don't know what you said. We were talking about Cardi B. It's no big deal.
Damn, laughing.
Ryan says, Punchline turns to the porn line. Hey, we talk about everything, man. If you're gonna bring up Cardi B, we're gonna talk some shit.
Why not? It's an adult show.
It's an adult show.
It is an adult show on
Yep.
YouTube.
It's true, man. But what else? Oh, you know what I want to bring up today? What we could talk about? Let's talk about Pulev. Let's talk about the Pulev issue.
Oh, yeah. Well, since we're kind of heading that.
We're in that direction right now, right?
Yeah.
Pulev, so Pulev and one of our esteemed colleague reporters was in a post-fight meeting where he won his fight and he kissed her on the mouth, right? And she was okay with it, obviously, at the time. She said she wasn't. But new video surfaces where she was at the after party grinding on a dick with her tits hanging halfway out. Now, my thing is this. I'm not justifying what he did, because what he did is wrong. You just don't kiss a woman that's not asking for it. No, we've all done it, but not that fashion, right?
What do you mean we all done it?
You've never just kissed a woman that when you were dating, like you were going out with her. You just
well, if I was dating her.
No, you went out on a date. You're not dating her, but you know what I mean. Like you reach in, and we've all went to parties. Come on.
But he wasn't dating her.
But the thing was this: she's hanging out with him, whatever. Look at the picture. Okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm not justifying what he did, because what he did is wrong, and it's fucking illegal. What I'm saying is, if you were offended and you were hurt and you were embarrassed, why do you go to the after party and grind on dick afterward?
I agree with that. Like, look, if she was gonna press the charges, I think she should have done it right then and there, and then not done what she did afterwards, and then turn around and press charges.
Yes.
After you're grinding and you're doing all this stuff with him, and that goes on. Listen, that's gonna get me started on shit with my situation, but yeah, is bullshit. I mean, no, you kind of ruined it by doing what you did. I agree. It's bullshit. He shouldn't.
you know, and like I said, I'm not one to say, hey, what he did was wrong. I mean, that takes balls.
Jeffrey says she was grinding on Polov's brother at the after.
Yeah,
party.
it doesn't. We were still grinding on dick with the team. My thing is this: if you have a woman that's been assaulted and injured and embarrassed and everything and angry, why do
if she goes and makes those actions after something like that happened with a guy, if it's him, his brother, she does not become a reliable source at that point.
No, if she would have said, no, I'm not going to that party, go fuck yourselves, right?
Yeah.
I'm going home. Then I understand it. But she was like, fuck yeah. Drinking and fucking grinding on
I'm going to tell you how I know she liked it. And people are going to get mad at me. She didn't even wipe her mouth after. She walked straight up, licked her lips after that. She didn't even go like this. Oh my goodness. You guys just see that? He kissed her and her smile got wider and she was just like.
It's true. I think she... And you know, my thing is this: going to Gloria fucking all red. That's the worst. You know what I mean? She is known for that, for those kind of lawsuits.
And I'm not being like, it's not a sexist thing. I mean,
no,
like, well, a woman who got somebody kissed him like that, she would have been like, she would have done something, you know, or even smacked the shit out of him.
Yeah, or slapped him, or would have said, "I'm not going to your party. Fuck your party.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go file a police report." Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But then, you know, we've seen the footage afterward, and I don't know. I hope they get it figured out.
Ricky said, quit talking about grinding on dick. You're getting Justin excited.
You know what I like? Ricky knows what I like.
But, you know, my thing is this. Women in the sport of boxing, they have a hard road to go. We all know that.
Yeah, they do.
Women in boxing, like the ones that really do work hard, you know, like we know plenty of them that work their ass
one
off.
who just, what's her name that did it with Algeri last night? Or the other, what was that? The girl that works for Top Rank. She was a commentator last night with Chris Algeri.
I didn't see.
The pretty one.
We're just like,
oh my God.
I don't know. I forgot. But what my thing is this though. There's hard workers. There's women. Okay, there's women like in the sport. Like you got women like Michelle Phelps, and you got women like fucking what's her name? Sibo over in Top Rank. You got these women, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who work in this business that aren't that way, and all of a sudden,
the real pretty girl from Top Rank,
the one that does the producing.
Yeah, or what you said some things that you knew a couple people got.
Oh yeah. I just slipped my mind. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she does. She does the interviewing sometimes in the ring.
Christina Poncher. That's who Donovan. Yeah, Christina Poncher. She was a producer.
She did it with. She did a good job commentating.
Christina's been around HBO for a lot of when she was with HBO and
Roger
Top Rank for a lot of years.
Does he know we're doing a show live right now? Roger, he's FaceTiming me.
No, he doesn't know.
Roger, we'll have to do this after the show.
But no, Christina Poncher always does good. But you have these women who aren't doing stupid shit like that, right? And what it does, it knocks these women that are doing the right thing 10 years back into the sport. And,
it does.
And it's hard for them to get taken seriously in the sport. You see so many that they're not being taken serious. And that's the thing. And it knocks them back 10 years or even longer back in the sport, like something like that.
Okay, that's another one. Julian goes, Mike Tyson was innocent back in the day. I wholeheartedly believe that.
I do too.
I don't know. You know, with Tyson, it's hard to say, and I'm just being honest. But yeah, when you call somebody at 3 o'clock in the morning, though, to come over.
What the fuck you want?
Yeah, you're not calling them to come over and check your pipe underneath the sink to make sure because water's leaking.
Yeah. Patricia said when women get assaulted, she goes home and not goes out partying. She isn't going to be grinding on people. That is why people don't believe real victims because of women like her.
Well, there was a kid in here that said that they're where was it at? I hear there's more video. Jeffrey says I hear there's more video coming that makes her look like a choir girl in that grind video.
No, I wouldn't doubt it. But like I said, I don't condone what Polov did at all. I think it was wrong. But what I'm saying is, let's keep it factual. And then you have all these, I'm gonna say it, all these dudes that are fucking simps running around trying to play the what do you call it? The Me Too game right now.
Yeah.
Trying to pick up. No, they're playing this Me Too game getting on thing, trying to sympathize with other women so they can get pussy from them, and then bitching at dudes who have the balls to say what we're saying right now.
Yeah, I'm really going to stress it. Like, I'm not, because I don't want to take this the way the society is now. Not, I mean, like, it was wrong, and I want you guys to understand too, because a lot of shit gets taken out of context.
Oh yeah, Kelly said it was okay for.
Yeah, I'm not like that was wrong what he did.
Yes,
and I don't know if it's enough to criminally charge him with anything.
From how he'll go back to Bulgaria, he'll be good to go.
Yeah, but I mean, it was definitely wrong. But again, her actions after.
Leaves it open to conjecture. When her actions, it leaves you open to say, well, things that make you go,
Yeah, and that's the issue that comes into play with today. And I don't care who gets mad about it, because I'm speaking the truth.
They don't have to watch the show.
Like, I think the issue is everybody's always beating around the bush and pointing at fingers instead of attacking the real issues.
It's true. The real issue is. The real issue basically is it's not he said or she said, because the proof was there that it did happen. But what she did after, did she really have an issue with it?
Yeah, Paul Malone is, hey guys, damn, I didn't get a notification you were on. Anyway, great to see you.
You got to ring that bell.
Thanks, bro. We appreciate it. Ring that bell. Hey, yo, me.
Ring that damn, that little bell
Start ringing that bell.
Bell, right? But I don't know, man. So... We have, is there any big fights? You're going to get drowned. Justin's always trying to lead us into that shit. Oh, sure, we talk about the Boomster. It's okay, but if I bring up Paul Williams one time, everybody wants to shut the show down.
Yeah, Jeffrey goes, Pulov had probably already fucked the gutter slut. Oh, who
said that?
Jeffrey, why he kissed her? She's acting like a woman saving face from her husband, fiance, boyfriend. Well, no, she wasn't really trying to save face.
No,
with the video clip.
No, she's acting like a woman who wants to make a shit ton of money, man.
I don't know, Jeffrey.
Yeah, but that one Kardashian's a billionaire now, isn't she? Yeah. Courtney? Who would have thought she was the smart one of the group, right? I wish I had a sister. Is Ryan Garcia being built up by tomato cans? No, I think these guys are decent fighters. They're where his level is. Those are his level. The kid's only 17-0 at this point.
Yeah, your average fighter ain't going to beat them guys that he's beaten.
No.
And if they do win, they're not going to win like he's doing it.
And I don't know. It's hard for me to call like fighters tomato cans, even if they're not good, because any one of those tomato cans, if you came off the street and got in the ring with them, they beat the fuck out of you. Yep. And that's funny. When people say that he's a bum, get in the ring with the bum then. Get in there. I see that a lot in MMA. That guy's a piece of shit. That guy's a bum. Well, get in there and then watch him choke you.
Hold on. There was two. First of all, off topic is Mr. Me is under the weather.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
What do you say?
Nothing. Just want to know. You said you look like you're a little pale.
I probably am.
No.
What? Starting to look white, dude.
One guy, and you could answer this.
It's been a long, cold winter.
I thought he had a regular question.
What do you say?
Oh no, a guy asked. Oh, a guy in here wanted to know.
Somebody asked a question about James amateur boxing.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. They heard that you had a great amateur career.
It was okay.
It was Emilio X. He said, wasn't James a successful amateur boxer? Why didn't you go pro?
Yeah.
Emilio was asking.
I had a good amateur career. I had about 150 fights, a little over that.
Ricky, he's a dick.
I had about 150 fights. I was in the military, and when I was getting out 2002 to turn pro. I just signed with Main Events actually. And I got injured in combat. I broke my back, I broke my neck. So that was it for my pro career, and that was it for my amateur career too. So that was it. And
what you sparred, I mean, not even the amateur career, but the guys you work with, and that you're around.
Yeah, I got a chance to work with some of the best fighters, I think, that in the world. I picked up a lot of experience, and it just translated into me coaching and training and doing this kind of show with Kelly. So sometimes life doesn't go in the direction you want it to go,
Well, you didn't expect it to go the way nor wanted it the way it went.
No.
Not that it went
No, it didn't go bad. It's just the way it went.
I mean, bad. Not sure people could say that what happened to them.
Oh yeah, but you're right. But it went the way it was supposed to. And if it didn't go that direction, other things wouldn't have been. Other things that were good wouldn't have happened for me. So, I don't have any regrets. I had a great amateur career. I won more than I lost. A lot more than I lost, and I fought in great places. I got to fight in Europe. I fought in Asia. I fought in Russia. I fought all over the world, and I got lucky to be trained.
Paul says thank you for your service.
Oh, tell him thank you. And I got to fight some of the best. I got to spar some of the best fighters in the world. So, I mean, shit, what a great career. And I get to hang out with Kelly every day and trade boxing stories. Fuck.
This is true.
This is true.
Ricky said you're bleaching.
It's the camera. It's the fucking camera, probably. I don't know.
Don't play my lighting.
Ryan, I did. I broke my my L4, L5, C4, and C5. I think.
Well, maybe sit next to me because I did get out in the sun the day before yesterday for 10 minutes on the beach.
You know what? Normally I'm more bearded and I wear long sleeves a lot of the time, so I'm in hoodies or something. So maybe that's why I look white.
Yeah, I got to walk on or stand at the beach. Let me tell you. Fucking thousands of people on that beach, and it was like beautiful.
Yeah,
like civilized, just nice.
Jason Gower says Ryan versus Tank. We went into it, but I will say I think Tank would stop Ryan Garcia right now. I don't think Ryan makes it out of the 12th round. That makes the 12 rounds with a guy like Tank. Do you?
A couple more fights.
I think there's a lot of fundamental issues.
That was another one. I think Damon mentioned something, and it was a good point. But again, going back on that, I think maybe even Robert the Easter fight. I think that would be something that would be more beneficial to Ryan Garcia right now,
or Haney, Devin Haney, or somebody like that.
Yeah, like I will go that route because it's a fight that he should win, and not only should he win it, but even if it's close, so what? These guys got a lot more experience. But he's going to gain that experience too, and it's a lot safer for him to go that route, I believe.
You got guys like Victor you got Burchell out there and a bunch of other guys that would be a better fight. Because right now he's in a weight class for the two other world champions are Mikey Garcia and Lomachenko. That's not going to bode well for Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, Jeffrey says real nice. He says, "Well, I didn't know that, James. Glad you're still with us, brother."
Thank you. Tell him thank you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
That's true, Jeff. Fucked up, man. But he a bad motherfucker.
No. Garcia looks like, in my opinion, is going to grow out. Oh, I think so too. You think Ryan Garcia is going to grow out? I think we'll see him as a welterweight one of these days. He's a big shoulder and he's tall.
Big frame,
tall kid.
Thick legs. Not that I was, eyeing him up or anything, but
no, but you can see that he's.
Sweet.
These kids nowadays, these kids don't look like lightweights. They're rustic as fuck. Look at Virgil Ortiz. You can look at him and you say that kid's 140. He's big. You saw him. He was big. And then Teofimo doesn't look like a lightweight, does he?
No, he's a.
I thought he was a welterweight when we first met him.
I did too. He's a big kid
and wide shoulders too.
And he could fight. And he can hit that hard at that weight.
Yeah.
I think he's one of them guys that will carry that power up the next weight class.
I do too.
Matter of fact, he may even be more powerful because he's going to be healthier and more energy and everything.
He's 20
else.
years old.
Yeah.
He's going to grow, and that back's going to grow. You know what I mean? Everything's going to grow.
Absolutely.
That manpower. Do you think Usyk will be dominant heavyweight?
Yes. And how many people did we have argue with us on that one?
About 10 last week. Yeah. That he wasn't 240 between fights. I'm like, yeah, he's a big fucking dude. He's a big dude.
Julian says, Jesse Smollett versus Mr. Pavlik.
Jesse Smollett would already posted that he had won the fight, and Pavlik put a noose on his neck.
Yeah.
Can you picture
everybody carries a noose.
Could you picture Jesse Smollett in the press conference with a Subway sandwich and a noose? And the red Make America Great hat? Kelly Pavlik left his hat on me when
it wouldn't be a noose though. It would be a BB gun.
A BB gun, American
with four-wheeler print track marks on his face.
A four-wheel.
Yeah, dude, a four-wheeler track going across.
How about a red hat with a four-wheeler with a Raptor on it or a Banshee on it? You know what I mean?
I left him in a cab and didn't pay.
And he gave me a Subway sandwich. What was it, tuna? Yes. You had to know something.
We got booze,
dude. Was I the only one that saw he was full of shit from the very beginning? I had to have been. When that story came out and that dude walked into a police station with a sub sandwich and a fucking noose at 2 a.m, dude, who walked? Let me tell you what would happen to somebody if they had red Trump hat, Make America Great hats at 2 a.m. in Southside Chicago? What the fuck would happen to you?
You're like, that motherfucker's on some ass.
Yeah.
people in their own neighborhood.
Who the fuck carries a rope at Chicago?
No, yeah, you gotta have some balls. Dude, people in their own neighborhood get shot in Chicago in Somalia levels. Do you know what I mean?
No cell phone goes to BB gun, laugh out loud. Jeffrey, real quick, let's hop right back on because, guys, we're wrapping up here in the next 3 minutes. Jeffrey says, there are so many guys coming up at 135, it's crazy. And I think you can add Stevenson to the mix as well. He's huge. Some great fights to be made in the future from 135 to 140. Yes. Jeffrey, I agree with you 1,000%. And, yeah. Listen, I think Stevenson's a real deal, man. He's going to definitely make noise. That's going to make it interesting.
Don, that's a good question, Kelly. Did you guys ever talk about Malignaggi fighting bare knuckle boxing? Thoughts on that and thoughts on bare knuckle boxing in general?
Yeah, we
did tap on it. Yeah, you know what? If Malignaggi sees fit to fight bare knuckle in the bare knuckle sport, fuck yeah. And you know what? I don't see nothing wrong with bare knuckle boxing. It's another avenue to the sport we all love.
It's probably going to make people move their head more.
And I'll tell you one thing about him. People say, I saw that Paulie Malignaggi punches like a bitch. Let me tell you what, he probably don't punch hard to the trained fighter. Yeah. Let him punch a dude off the streets with those fucking hands and see what happens. He'll split your fucking wig.
Paul Mullins, it wasn't the South Side. It was a hot yuppie neighborhood. Don't matter who's carrying around.
Yeah, Paulie says. Paulie P.J. Johnson says Trump did not even win all those. Who you guys got with Shields versus Hammer? I got Christina with that great jab. I'm going to go with Carissa Shields, man.
Ooh, yeah, I got to go with Shields.
I'm going to go with Carissa Shields.
Hammer is tough. I mean, she could hit, but Shields is a different
animal altogether. Yeah. Clarissa, I mean, am I a fan of Clarissa? No, no. But this show's not about who I'm a fan of, who I'm a fan of not. I think with Christina Hammer, I think she's been lucky to fight European fighters, and they're pretty limited on who they fight there.
And no, that right hand ain't gonna phase Shields. Shields is just gonna eat her up.
Shields is a two-time Olympic gold medalist for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm Somali. Well, we know, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that Chicago kills people on the same level as Somalia in the summertime.
Like I said, it
was
the South Side.
What was it, 141 deaths in one night? Yeah. God dang.
Julian, the Ghost and the Dominguez. Nice show. Thanks for the awesome
Jason
content.
Shields said,
thanks, Julian.
Shields only boxed a male or female to win 2 gold medals. No, that's not true. Lomachenko won 2 medals, and so did Rigondeaux.
Yep. Maybe he meant female.
Female. He said only boxer, male or female.
Oh, wait, he's way off.
No. Teofilo Stevenson did it. Lomachenko did it. Rigondeaux has 2 Olympic golds. It's been done. She might be the only female 2-time Olympic gold medalist.
Good fight. Shields wins.
I think
Shields wins. I think
if you want my opinion, I think the best female fighter in the world is Katie Taylor out of Ireland. Though I think she's amazing.
I've seen her fight. I don't think that. I still think it's too. You're talking.
Well, they're both Olympic gold medalists.
Shields could actually probably be considered a male fighter. I mean, I'm not being mean. Like, she fights. She does not fight. There is a difference. Yeah, there's a difference the way a good female fighter and a good male fighter fight. And Shields does not really fight like a female fighter. And that's not being mean. It's a hell of a compliment.
Loma and Rigo even fought. How do you not know that? No, we know we were at the fight. Loma and Rigondeaux fought each other. He said, Loma and Rigo even fought. How do you not know that? Oh, I thought, he's talking to them.
Oh.
No, we were at that fight, and we both know they're Olympic gold medalist, 2-time Olympic gold medalist. We were front row at that shit, weren't we? So Justin was too. Justin had the same shock look we did.
Yeah. Malonez says you guys are the best.
Thank you so much. Paul. Lomachenko did the Mexican hat dance on Rigondeaux at one point, didn't he? He walked completely around him.
There was another fight where the whole outcome of it changed.
Bro, people were talking so much shit. Lomachenko sucks. He's overrated. Rigondeaux's going to beat the shit out of him. He's a Cuban. And that was the first time that me and Kelly ever brought up about the Cubans boxing program, and we said it, the Cuban boxing program they do not train for backup plans. They train to dominate you. But if they can't dominate you, they don't have a plan B, C, or D.
Yep.
They don't have
it.
it.
Then when the fight gets going pretty tough,
you'll see
they're finding a place to lay or quit.
And it's every Cuban fighter so far. Everyone's done it. The only one that's really surprised me and hasn't done it is Lara. But he didn't have a backup plan this fight either, did he? Mm-hmm. And remember Ortiz too. Ortiz, when he got outgunned by Wilder, Kelly, you should come back as a woman and rule the heavyweight class like a boss. Like Juwanna Mann. Did you see that movie Juwanna Mann before?
I'm working on getting my estrogen levels up.
Fucking, could you imagine the first time you hit one of those motherfuckers? You ever see a dead chicken before their legs stick straight up in the air? You would, dude.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
You think I'd be an ugly chick?
I think you're a good looking man, but I think you'd be one.
Dude,
man, I got some lips though.
Could you much of my power derives from these lips. They say,
I'm gonna have to pluck your eye.
yeah.
Motherfucker, that's cute.
He don't have to change his name, does he? It could be Kelly Pavlik's. Is he related to Pavlik? No. But why does she have a 5 o'clock shadow? We don't tell our secrets. Russian secrets.
She's on that Russian shit.
Did you just hit Carissa Shields and knock? Miss Kelly just
doing a shitload of decline bench to get my bottom of my titties all nice.
Miss Kelly just hit Carissa Shields and her legs are sticking straight up in the air.
Boy, that Kelly can take a hell of a punch.
You know, if I didn't know better, that looks like Kelly Pavlik. It can't be. Kelly's sitting in it, and you have like a scarecrow sitting in a scarecrow sitting at the media table. That's not. This is Kelly, and Kelly has that Nike windbreaker with this scarecrow hair.
You're welcome, Alex. I appreciate it, man.
Kelly punch clit. That is funny though. Kelly
punch clit.
Kellyanne punch clit.
Who would I come out to for my entrance song?
Fuck, dude, Bad Reputation, just like Ronda Rousey, right? Or either
Boy George.
Karma Chameleon.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You know, but that's the truth though, man. But yeah, a good show today. Do we have anything else going on next week? Nothing?
Nope. You know what? Where I think we may try for to get Porter on.
Yeah. We should get Sean Porter on.
Yeah, get Sean Porter on. I think that'll be great. I'm gonna message him this week.
Yeah.
And I think you guys would like to talk to him and get his take on the welterweight. But listen, you're not gonna harp on it either with him. We'll ask that, but usually I like to open up to the fighters on the state of the game and what they think is going on, and you know what's going on in the boxing world. So.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. Hey, also guys, before we go, they just had the Olympic qualifiers going on in Reno, Nevada this week. I want to give a shout out to all the fighters that participated in that. These winners from the Western Finals will be your representatives probably for the 2020 games. I want to say Emmy Vargas did really well. He made it to the finals. He lost a war. Son of Fernando, nephew Roger. I want to give him a shout out, and his brother Amado too for fucking killing it. But I want to congratulate all those winners. And all the losers even. You know how hard it is to get to, we know how hard it is to get to finals, to get to trials. You know what I mean? Not everybody gets there.
You're the top of the country.
And for Emmy to do it at 14 years old, to go, jeez. Emmy went knowing he won't make the Olympic team because you can't be 14 and get on the Olympic team. He went just to go.
They made it to the finals.
Made it to the finals. And so, yeah.
That's scary.
Have you guys seen Fatuma Zarika, the WC? I have seen. But like I said, you know, it's really hard for us to see some of those fighters. They're local and they fight.
Steve Z, go back a little bit into the show. We talked probably about a half hour ago or 40 minutes ago. We talked about the pull-up incident with the reporter.
We went deep in that, and we're probably going to get kicked off the air for that.
No, why?
What? Oh, you know, hey, Kelly Power Girl Pavlik would be a big Power Girl. Powerpuff Girl. Power Girl.
Wouldn't be a bad name.
No,
we gotta get you a wig.
Good news, guys.
We'll get a wig and everything.
I'll get you a sports bra.
Good news, guys. Kelly Pavlik's sister just entered the ranks of boxing. His twin. He didn't have a twin. Yes, he fucking did. You never seen her? She was working over at Cirilla's for years. The Cirilla's. What's that? Is that Cirilla's? The fucking the shop where they sell plastic wieners at in Boardman?
Oh, Cirilla's. I'm going there.
Yeah, that's where Kelly's sister's been working
I
all
thought
these
it was
years.
a jewelry
We'll
place.
get you a
No, they sell
corset
plastic
and
weenies in there.
corset and some anal.
Why would I get a plastic weenie?
No, your sister works there and gets plastic weenies.
Oh.
That's where your sister works, is Krilla's.
Oh, God.
So-
All right. This show's done. We're
Talking
closing
about
it.
plastic wieners.
We're closing acquaintance.
All right, guys.
Marseille.
Hey,
Acquaintance.
thank you for tuning in. If you guys like the show, what they got to do, Kelly? I forget.
Subscribe. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
So share, subscribe, and tell them to.
You got to hit that little bell icon,
Yeah.
and it reminds you when the show's on. Hey, guys. Were we going to talk about that one thing we're going to set up for that your daughter's classmate eventually? Remember your daughter's classmate?
Oh yeah, we're well. We'll get into that when the time's right.
Yeah.
But there's going to be things coming. We're still going to actually try to work on getting a fight companion.
We had a good one, but we just don't have time a lot. But we're going to get one, right?
We're going to do it soon. When is the next fight on TV that's kind of big, but we're not going to be at?
I don't know. There's one the week after the 20th. There's a good one there. We can hit them. Oh, but
Loma's
also
on in 2 weeks.
I'm
What?
maybe in
Loma's on in 2 weeks.
Loma.
Virginia.
Yeah, Loma's on in 2 weeks.
In California.
Yeah, Loma's.
Oh
on.
hell yeah, let's do that one then. So what? I mean, we're going to try it. It's
Where are you going to When are you going to Carolina?
Virginia.
When are you going out there?
It's Louis.
Oh, okay. Next week.
No,
Oh.
beginning of May sometime.
Oh, okay. Lomachenko. Let's do Lomachenko then on for a fight companion next
Yeah, we
week,
can do
right?
that.
Is it
Is it next week or 2 weeks?
2 weeks maybe?
2 weeks. I think it's 2 weeks.
The week before.
Yeah, 2 weeks. 12, right? Something like that.
Okay, let's do the fight companion for 12 guys. Let's look for the Loma fight. We'll do a fight companion. You guys can score the fight and judge the fight, and we'll be the judges instead, and the commentators instead of the commentators they have.
Yeah.
We'll do a better job. I'm sure you guys do a better job, and we'll just kind of compare scorecards, and we can argue that way.
Tune in, share, subscribe,
And
and ring that bell.
ring that bell, and have a good night, guys.